We focused on work in karstic, carbonate, and sedimentary environments such as sinkholes, caves, reefs, marshes, sea level reconstruction, as well as the Mayan collapse. We visited many cenotes, which used to be the roofs of caves where the limestone bedrock has collapsed, leaving a natural pit. The cenotes we visited showed evidence of sea level change since we came across preserved tree trunks on the cenote floor where water level used to be. In Coba, we visited a Mayan ruins site. The Mayans lived in the classic period between 600 to 900 AD. Their fall has been linked to droughts in the Yucatan. Laguna Pacchen is one site where scientists are doing research with sediment cores to look at different element levels, such as chlorine, to see how water level change would have affected the drinking water for the Mayan people. When there is a spike in an element, it is associated with a certain environmental event. Xel-Ha is a place where the fresh water on land meets the saline marine water and creates the halocline. This water is very brackish and hard to see through because of the merging densities of the two water types. We took salinity measurements while floating along in the currents, looking at how the salinity changes from freshwater to the mixing period and then to the open ocean. This small crack in the wall indicates where previous sea level was from the different coloring on the limestone. As well, on the right side it shows how currents are able to erode away the rock. By cutting open and extruding our cores, we are able to see different sediment types, which allow us to get an idea of what was going on in the environment at that time. Different colors of sediment, or the varying grain size, or even the fossils are key things to look for. The dry caves had many stalactites and stalagmites, as well as calcite rafts. Calcite rafts are very fine layers of calcite that form on surface waters in caves from air domes when the carbon dioxide degasses from the calcium carbonate and calcite precipitates at the air-water interface. Many fossils have been found in submerged caves, but it is difficult to remove them since they are preserved underwater. Along the coast of the Yucatan, there are vents about 200 meters offshore where the fresh water pours out into the ocean. These vents distribute cold water and make it very brackish and hard to see unless you are diving underneath the halocline. Coral reef sedimentation is an important marker on climatic events since coral reefs and organisms that live on these reefs have a low tolerance to change. In Carwash Cenote, we did another core about 25 feet below the surface. Using a PVC pipe, 2 caps, and a hammer, we were able to grab a large core sample that had mangrove roots on the very bottom of it. Mangroves are a plant that grows at sea level, so our finding of mangrove peat 30 feet below the surface tells us that sea level used to be that low.